Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, the ruler of the manga version of hell. So, today we will be reacting to the new chapter of Four Nights of the Apocalypse, which, considering this is a series where demons are very much real, I am very excited for it. So, with that said, let's get into this reaction. Let's just move this a little bit over here. So I'll get to see a chapter, fine. Now let's see here. So the first cover we get of this, we see the group, the main characters basically, all fighting against giant monsters. We see Percival making that blade thing he does, which I think was actually done as a Lego piece now that I think about it. I wonder if I have it. I'll check it later. We see Nyanzel. I mean, that's how you say it, or maybe I'm confusing it with the Bleach character. And the new one, what's her name? Wasn't her Anne or something? I believe. Go and press the other one, and Donnie right away like that chat he is. Very consistent characterization, and probably the most accurate, if we're being honest. So the title of the chapter is Athrilling Day in Cant. I guess that's another way to say a village or something. I'm not exactly sure. Now the last chapter ended up with us seeing what was his name, Hendrickson? No, not Hendrickson. And I'm not. Let me check a little bit. I believe we get revealed. Why am I having a hard time remembering his name now? We get to see a Holy Knight that was in the previous one. And we see him like reacting because he's a bit drunk, as we can all see if you look at the chapter. And he actually hears some commotion outside, and he looks at it, and yeah, I wonder what this has to do. I wonder. So he sees the main characters walking, and we see his, I guess, inner thoughts. I'm not sure if he's saying out loud. It's one of those boxes that it's hard to tell. Wait, him? And why is he here? I wonder who's gonna be mentioning. Like, seriously, put your bets on the comments below. Like, if we ignore the end of the chapter, who would he be talking about, honestly? On the main cast? Maybe Sin? But outside that, let's be real, it was pretty obvious. So we see them arriving, and we see Perfect saying, "We are here." And Sin saying, "Yep, the main supply stopped before the Dull Flare range, which is their current destination to go to Britannia." I wonder if that's gonna change considering the Holy Night here. And I should mention that Donnie is right now just whispering and throwing that blade that they got from Ironside. I know he has a name, but I can't remember. Just in his hands, which is pretty casual. But you have to realize how that thing is like one of the most important relics, if not the most important blade, even broken, and you just tossing it around casually. There's something fun, hilarious about that. And we see a beautiful shot of it. The town of Cant. So I guess it's the name of it. That explains a lot more than just a different way of saying it. More like a fort, isn't it? Which is a bit true. I mean, it does have that very generic giant statue of fortress kind of look to it. I wonder if there's gonna be any reason behind it. I don't know why, but sometimes it makes me think that this actually has something to do with Seven Days Since. I mean, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it was. I don't know. The design looks very. Something reminds me of this, basically. I can't believe this shop, and we see Anne reacting to it. It's good, so many lovely items, and the selection, I keep getting distracted. It's nice to see that there are actually female characters who will enjoy the femininity of them, considering how many female characters in current comics and TV shows have to be as manly as possible. We see Niazo Sile. I'm not really sure. Is this a forge? Because he's looking at stuff a bit as well. I guess they split up for some reason, or maybe they just immediately went there all over the place. And now we see the store owner saying, "Welcome. We handle everything from armor repair to tool building." So he says what they're doing, and he's a bit curious on if they make glass, since he kind of needs medical bottles. So that is logical question to ask. We see Donnie, and he's enjoying himself. A tavern. I'm suddenly thirsty. We see him next to another guy, but I'm guessing this guy just waits outside, or he's the smoker, basically. I'm not sure exactly. And now we see Percival, where he is at. Write your bets, please. I'll be on the challenger. I'll take the champ. What are all those people doing? And he's probably wondering what they're talking about. And we see a wrestling match. Which, surprisingly, doesn't end up the way that you would think this would end up. It's a Guren match. Of Wait, let's see what this means. A form of topless wrestling originating in Celtic lands. I guess this is a little explanation for in-universe. And we see the horse and Sin just standing there. And we see Sin's reaction. Will you stop gawking, you hicks? We've gotta find lodging first, damn it. Which, in the last chapter, they actually were talking about who should be the in charge and all. And I'll be honest, I see Sin as the leader and Don as his right-hand man, with Percival the tank, Nigel the healer, and Anna being the main combatant. It's just what I got. And we see this adorable shot where it seems like I see where Percival is on the desk and he's ordering, which I wonder if Nyanzor is like holding him up because Percival is like really, really short. Hi, do you have a room for 5 people? We need some stable space too. Which I guess is probably Nyanzor saying it. I'm not sure. It's one of those very far off, so it could go either way. Which is interesting the fact that Percival considers Sin as another person, which I don't know exactly you would think he would be, but he's a fox, so he can. It's kind of like Meowth in Pokemon, where you don't really know where do you classify him as. Like you could consider him as a person, but he's a Pokemon. So yeah, and we see the kid. Yeah, we see Naruto holding him up, like I thought. It wasn't clear already. So 5 people and 1 horse then. Yep. 5 people, and not like state the fact. I don't think Sin counts. 4 per person, 2 per horse. That will be 22 silver in advance. So basically, so basically they realize. I'm not sure if Donnie pointed out or if he just mentioned or something, or he just figured it out. Sin doesn't talk to him, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I'm guessing he probably mentioned actually it's 4 people and 2 for horses. It's it's a fox, and I'm assuming the fox are the most casual thing to find. If you could, Sin, Anna has all our money. I guess Donnie always trusted Sin with all this, which makes sense. He is the most trustworthy, huh? And which does mean that he actually hears it. Again, no reaction. I guess talking animals is just normal in this world now. I mean, Hawk was with Meliodas, so I guess it would make sense why, at least in the Britannia era, would make sense. We were more used to it. So let's see here. Sin says, "Didn't trust the man and beasts with it," she said. Yes, because ironic. But I guess it's kind of true. I mean, Percival is a child, literally, just that he's a bit 16. Nianzol is, well, Nianzol I feel like could be trusted. In fact, I believe she even put him as a tactician in her version. And Donnie, alright, Donnie is a bit more on the untrustworthy side, but I'm not sure what. And Sin, I guess she thinks he's a liar, so. Someone go grab her. Which is really funny how he basically talks to her. She in the bathroom? Yeah, number 2. Alright, you gotta have that joke. Which is a good way to use that joke. Unlike Western stuff. Wait a minute, man. Give the leader a little help, would you? Yeah, you're not the leader, bitch. Drag. And I need help whipping your butt. I mean, that first of all is enough of a dance not to say something it is because he clearly doesn't see what's right in front of him. What? Stop talking nonsense. And she's a little ashamed since you know how that sounds. Ocean being exhausted from carrying it. So why is she this character who can fight against someone like Ironside? Granted, he was a weak in Ironside, but she can barely struggle with a back. That was so heavy. Alright. Also, she just me or she looked younger in these last couple of chapters. I mean, I don't know about. I'm not sure about the rest, but she does look younger to me for some reason. Like in the previous ones, honestly, came up like the oldest one, like 19 or something. But in this one, she starts to feel like she's more close to the other ones' ages, which I believe are 16 for Percival and Donnie. I'm not sure about Nyanzel. I think he's also 16, probably. As for her, I'm not sure if it was Alistair, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's also supposed to be 16. But just the saying, I'm pretty sure she was looking older at last when we first got to see her. Wow there, girl. What's the huge back? And Sin mentions it immediately. Huh? What do you think? Don't you know we gotta carefully prepare for the mountains? Yeah, Sin said so. So, alright. Ta-da! Lanterns and cotton tents. For all of you, all different shapes, but the price was the same. Logical, although I'm a little surprised they all had the same. Like, you see a little one that has a hawk on it, you see a couple who are very standard, we see some for drinks. I'm pretty sure that big one, those two big ones in the back, and the standard lantern were not the same prices. I'm pretty sure they were not. Oh, but mine was a bit more cute, isn't it? I mean, it was more expensive, correct? But I'm the leader, so that's my right. Pretty sure that's not how that works. And blankets too, all with different textures. Oh, but all the same price. I'm sorry to doubt that. This is mine. I like this one. Of course, Percival is like very childlike. And we see Donnie and Nizo sniffing theirs. This stinks like some old man, and mine smells of perfume. Alright. And since I'm the leader, I made sure my crew, her crew. I wonder what I find hilarious how Percival is also like reacting the same way to this because you would not think he would be the one to react like this. All had the clothing best suited for them. Here. So they had the new clothing, which I'm surprised how early they're getting new clothes. Maybe because these are still like growing characters, they'll get like their mainstay because usually characters when they first appear they only have their like mainstay. But but in this group, we've seen like Percival or this is like the first outfit Percival wears outside of the standard helmet and cape, but otherwise it's his third. And Anne had like two previous outfits. I mean, she had a jacket on later, but I'm not gonna count that as a separate outfit. So it's a bit surprising how we still get clothing changed so early on. Personally, I'm not a very big fan of it. I prefer when characters have like a stained look, like the main look to them, similar to how Izuku from My Academia. Although he may change the gloves a couple of times, the main core is usually the same. Outside the first one, but that outfit was beginning stage in every regard. So Percival looks at it, he says, "Wow, thanks, Anne." And then we have some cast offs for you, Donnie. I guess Anne really doesn't like Donnie. Thanks. This fits and the answer is like this fits perfectly. It's kind of funny how much Anne doesn't seem to like Donnie. I'm guessing it has to do because because he logically ran away from the first battle, and I guess I believe he has like the most like outside of saying I feel like he lies the most, which is a bit of a weird way to have your character who you like or dislike. And I didn't forget about you, saying it's a child's game, but see, snug as a bug. Kind of surprised to see that she's treating Sin nicer than Donnie. Honestly, considering the fact Sin probably lies more. And we see Sin's face, and this is great and all, but we have money left, don't we? And you stating facts. Well, he's the leader, obviously. Of course we do. Look, 3 whole silver. Sin's angry expression looks hilarious because it's not really like over the top. It's just with closed eyes. It's very minimal, but he's basically like, "You blathering airheaded moron!" Ah! It's just a pissed off Sin it was. I guess when he was screaming was the true anger. And yeah, which is true. I mean, freeze. I'm not sure exactly how the currency works. I don't think it was ever fully explained, but I'm pretty sure that free silver is not much. I think it will say that they need to pay 20 silver up in front. I gave you 10 damn gold pieces, woman! 10! Which is a lot. And then I was like, 10 gold? Is that and was like, is that a lot? You could buy a furnished house. A house. Alright, this proves those old lanterns were not the same price. Because there's no way you can give 10 money for a house or for by a couple of your junks. Like, this would be equivalent to you getting like, I'm not sure how much a house is, so I'm gonna give a random big number, $500, and then you come back in like $3, like $3. Like, that's basically what happened. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Sin said that I gave you 10 damn gold pieces. Which is, I mean, I thought her father gave the money, so I'm a bit surprised that, but alright. You, and I would say, and, you should be glad I had change left. What do you mean, even now? Even now? This woman, Sid described her perfectly, honestly. This lantern's a true find. It's made by Tarpes, the mastersmith. This woven blanket, specialty of the kingdom of Danafor. Of course, it's pricey. So she admits that the item she took would be extremely expensive, and if she actually did buy all of the other ones, actually being the same price, then that means she bought for 4 people extremely expensive shit. Well, except for Dai, who I'm guessing she just cheap out on him. Then we see Nizas saying, I'm not sure that's the problem. You sure like expensive stuff, huh? And even Percival is aware of it. So, I'm so excuseful a leader you are. Thanks for your shopping spree. We are all camping out tonight. And Sin's still like pissed, which is true. And we see also being about a bit angry, but she even herself knows that he does have a point. Oh, I love camping. Being says Percival, and I was like, shut up. It's funny how Donnie is supposed to be like the joke of the group, but he's like one of the more rational ones, honestly. Well, fine, you want your money back? I'll get it for you. And, says Percival, follow me, Percival, and bring that back. It's kind of surprised how it's cute how she's basically like aware that she can't really defend herself, so she's like, alright, Percival, come help me. Which you'd think that would lead into that whole wrestling, which it does, but it doesn't the way you would expect. So we go there. Hey, where are we going? Just cram it and follow me. Hilarious. Then we see Nazo being like, she's going to return it. Donnie and I says, will that work? Tis is in just, which I guess is true. Like in our world, in the human world, people can return some things as long as it's not, too long or under the certain range. But in this world, I'm guessing that's not the same thing because it's medieval. I'm pretty sure that's not the thing. Once you buy something, you can return it. There are even shops in current time that you can just return everything. So now we see that what's happening next, and we see got some time before those two come back. So I guess Donnie is going a little bit, though is asking Nizo to hang out before because they are currently stuck right now. Wanna wait for her to over a drink? Jangle. I guess Donnie has a little bit of a money with him. But I guess it's not much, probably like one drink or a couple of drinks. Because, they were Donnie was a part of a traveling circus, but I'm pretty sure they weren't like super rich. They weren't like, I mean, there were just three people on one carriage. Like pocket change, like a drink for two people was probably like the most he has. And Donnie's like, I'll treat you guys. Oh, where are you going, Sin? Donnie asked. Just for a walk, don't mind me. I wonder where Sin is going because Anne can see if he's lying or telling the truth, but Donnie cannot. Which, so, I'm curious where that goes. So yeah, we see them getting a bar, and he's like, and the bar, I'm guessing, welcome. And then we see, I guess this new character being like, Donnie, they serve alcohol in this place. And Donnie's like, don't worry about it. You bar keep one milk and one Vanya ale. I'm fine how Donnie doesn't even like react to see who it is. He's just like, oh, it's fine. Like, is he like a regular here? I mean, he's like immediately realizes that like it's like a little while. Is this okay? He doesn't ask. So yeah, kid drinking ale in the afternoon, huh? Well, ain't you fancy? And then Holy Night comes and that's like, leave me be, old man. Then finally reacts to it, and oh, I don't see why I gotta be lectured by some. Ah. And there's a moment where you realize, I mean, a lot of shit. We see him like frustrated, and he has the goofiest expression on his face. He's got to be like he's got to be drunk, right? Your milk and Vanya ale. But then just prepares and then Onya just grabs it and you flight holy and he starts talking about to die. You flight holy night train to be a traveling entertainer, eh? So is drinking part of your circus practice or what? So yeah, he's probably asking like the Trebek, no, and I was like, no, I'm taking a break from that. And I was like, do you know him, Donnie? And now we see his name, which I was for some reason forgetting. It's Housett. I know why I was forgetting his name. I'm not sure why. Like even I heard it before this, so I'm confused. Well, to be very, like oh they dropped him off, so I guess that's probably why. And he says he's the knight captain Housett of Leonoris. My dad, and he plays like an action. And he's like my dad, mom's brother. What? Which is a funny plot twist, but I feel like it would be logical if it take a little longer. If you think about it, right? He's my uncle, which I feel like was actually mentioned in a previous arc one time. So it is a bit silly, and we see Housett like with a like very angry expression. So I guess it's time for the tough love approach. You and now it's like your uncle's the captain of the Norse's Holy Knights? Oh, he's so that. Oh, he's so that. And then we cut to the battle arena. Write your bets, please. It's 1 to point to one of the champ, 20 to 1 on the challenger. Come on, champ. I'll bet on that champ. Yeah, 20 silver on him. Someone bet on the challenger. Which it's pretty hilarious because this honestly looks like a pretty like understandable match. Champ, get him, champ. Make this a little fun, wouldn't ya? It's something everyone's about because you see this super muscular guy versus like honestly very frail looking man. I can't take any more. This bell even counts as a bat. Yeah, there you are, his hand. Alright, first silver on the challenger. And that's it, and now we get to the fight. And the champion tries to attack, but the guy grabs him and throws him and does the Aruma maneuver. And the champ is down. That was quick, honestly. The challenger wins! What the hell? Give me back my money! You lost, sorry. Hee hee. And all the proceeds goes to us, right? Yes, about that. And I guess if the winner is I guess in these things, batting things, if someone wins who doesn't have any bats on him, I guess that makes them automatically the winner. And that's how it works. Whoa, 16 more silver all at once, which I think is actually enough for them for the up in front they need to. Wow, look at all those jiggly coins. Careful, you're dropping. Whoa, huh, nice job batting on me. What made you think I would win? He pretty much points out because, like, it's a very clear, like, and if you look at the appearance wise, you would totally see the difference. Well, I got a good eye for people, let's just say. Transition, she can tell the truth. And I'm gonna make a mint of you today, you big liar. Which, it's honestly, this ability Anne has isn't very useful, but it is, like, very convenient for certain occasions like this. I wonder if this guy's like a holy knight under houses or something, because that is a bit of a contra air between appearances. And amongst mono human, it does matter. And now we see some people, I'm guessing the villains of this arc talking. That mark split into two groups, boss. Which I get, yeah, it pretty much seems to confirm those are like holy knights. How is the holy knight? Which I'm guessing they mean housed. He's taken with one of the marks at the bar, but he'll pass out from the drink soon. Huh. This actually seems to imply that the Percival's party, which means these are probably like holy knights from Camelot. And I guess they were aware of houses. So I guess that means that our guy isn't actually a member, or maybe he still is. And obviously we'll give him all a good time for me today. So yeah, now we get this reaction. I guess we know who the villains are. Now I can't tell much about them by description. Like one's completely silhouetted, while the other one is like very vague. One seems a very masculine, and kind of reminds me of Percival's grandfather, while the other one is a helmet individual. I'm not sure if it's the same guy. I think the helmet looks a bit similar to Ironside and to the one who came to pick him up after he failed his mission, but I can't say for sure. The helmet there's not like that. I believe that one. I mean, the cape doesn't seem to be the same. In fact, I'm not even sure if there is a cape on this one. But the helmet's like similar, but I'm not sure if it's exact. So we basically see them doing what they're doing. Anna's weighing the bats, and Donnie is getting some tough parent, or in this case, tough guardian approach. So yeah, this chapter, it's a pretty decent build-up chapter for the arc. Like, it's pretty much just addresses like what's going to happen, what will be the main conflicts. I'm very curious on what's gonna happen with Hauser and Donnie, but that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to say about it. Now, anyways, I hope you liked this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.